Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not a show for you. Now, what I'm going to do with this episode today, ladies and gentlemen, I did a live stream covering why women are not suitable for marriage in America. So I made a shorter version of it. I'm going to use some of them same clips from my last live stream in this reaction video, and also one or two that you haven't seen before. So let me go ahead and get started in this situation right here. We're going to learn some things today, and this is for educational purposes only. Let's get it.
I'll never forget, this man asked me why I don't cook for him every night. So I asked him why he ain't put a ring on my finger. It's giving wifey, and you're not making me your wife. I'm not making you no meals.
Okay, let's stop right there. A lot of women claim they want a good man, but the thing is, this BS about I'm not gonna do wifey duties for men who are not my husband is stupid. You know why? A man needs to know what you can do. Are you able to perform as a wife? Do you have a mindset of a wife? Do you even have any domestic skills? Are you able to cook for a man? Are you able to clean? When you say things like, I'm not going to cook for a man who is not my husband, then okay. So does that mean that a man has to stop taking you out on dates, taking you out to restaurants so that you can eat? Because once you get married to a man, that's going to continue too. He's going to take you out to places. He's going to take you out so you can have some good experiences with him. That doesn't end when you get married to a man. A lot of times men are doing quote unquote hubby duties with a woman that's not his wife all the time. Every time he takes you to a place, that's something that a husband does. Every time he takes you to a restaurant, that's something that a husband does. Every time he tries to protect you from somebody, that's something that a husband does. So if we were to apply your logic, you would never get any type of chivalry. You would never get any type of treatment that you like. So it's okay to do those things. All right, let's keep going. This is one of the reasons why you're not married, because of the way you think.
I'll never forget, this man asked me why I don't cook for him every night. So I asked him why he ain't put a ring on my finger. It's giving wifey, and you're not making me your wife. I'm not making you no meals. I'll make a meal here and there, but like, you're expecting me to make you a meal every day and I'm not your woman for real? This is what really messed it up for me. I had a boyfriend for 2 years and I had ended up getting pregnant with my second child. I wanted our relationship to work so bad. We was fighting every other day, fist fighting, all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know why.
Now check this out. This is what I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to understand. This woman said she was with a man for 2 years that was not her husband, but yet she got pregnant. Okay? You want to draw the line at cooking and cleaning for a man, but you're not going to draw the line at letting him bust inside of you, skeet in your mouth, skeet in your face, skeet inside of you until you get pregnant. You're not gonna stop that. But you draw the line at cooking and cleaning, but everything else he can do. Now, what I've said in my live stream, I'm gonna say it again right now. Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook, the lower level men, the trifling men, the bad boys, they always tend to get the best out of a woman when she's young, okay? This is the time when younger women do everything that she says. Cook, clean, give them babies and stuff outside of wedlock, be loyal, and all these other type of things for the wrong man, for the bad man, right? Bad men get women at their best. Good men tend to get women at their worst. Because when these type of women who have been drugged through the mud because of their own choices, because they wanted to choose to be with the wrong man, when a good man gets a hold of them, now he has to deal with the trauma bonds. He has to deal with her insecurities, her jealousies, all these things that she has developed in the relationship she had prior with bad men that she chose. And on top of that, the good man now has to deal with the fact that she may be a baby mama. She may have one or two or more children with one man or more. It could be 2, 3 men. So most times, good men are running across women who was not wise enough to choose or pick the right type of men. So that's why most times good men get women at their worst. Let's keep going.
And all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't know why I wanted to be in love so bad with this man, and I just knew he wasn't the right one for me, but I was pregnant, so I just wanted our family to work. So he would always complain, oh, you don't cook. I'm like, dude, we don't live together. What you want me to do? Come to your mom's house and cook it? So when we finally got a place or whatever, I promise he used to complain. I used to do everything for that man. I cooked 3 times a day. And I had a full-time job, cleaned all of his laundry, cleaned the house, kept everything clean, folded his clothes. When I tell you this man didn't have to do one thing, even when I moved in, I moved everything in that house by myself. Everything I paid for, everything was mine. He didn't even really help me for real.
Again, bad men, the trifling men, get the best out of these women. Now, she's not a bad looking woman at all, but she chose to be with Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook. Now, because of those experiences that came about due to her own personal decisions, her, her point of view and outlooks when it comes to relationship with men is skewed. She's going to have a negative feeling about everything about a man now, just because she put herself out there to be a sucker and to be a fool for someone else. And most times, women, I say almost every time, when a woman see a man, she already knows what she's dealing with. She already knows that this man is no good. She already knows that this man is in and out of jail. She already knows that this man is a dope boy. He's out there selling this and selling these illegal things. She already knows if he's gang banging. She already knows if he's a stick-up kid. She already knows if he already has 2 or 3 different baby mamas, and she also already knows if he take care of those children. A lot of times, see, this is why women need to take accountability. You know, a lot of times, what type of man that you're dealing with. See, compatibility does not exist with black women anymore. They will tell you that, but it doesn't matter, because all you have to be is fine enough. All you have to be is handsome enough for a woman to want to be with you. When they see men that are broken, when they see men that are not functioning at the level that they should as real men, they'll look past that and say, look, I can change him, or I can build him up into the right type of man. So they are interested in construction. They want to construct the man. They want to create the character that they want in their lives to be in that man. So that man's character may be horrible and terrible and everything like that, bad and negative. She believes in her delusional state of mind that she can change his character into a good person, into a reliable person, into a faithful man that doesn't commit any type of infidelity or adultery. She thinks she can change him from being a woman beater. She thinks she can change him from lying and being a deceiver and a fornicator and a cheater. This is the delusional mindset of today's modern day black woman. So like I said, bad men get women at their best, and good men get women at their worst. That's how it is now, man. Let's keep going.
So I'm sitting up here like, but what the fool cooking him all these meals, be trying to be a good woman for him so that he can understand I am a wife and we gonna make this family work. Y'all, or I found out that he was cheating on me. I done paid for him to get the Sprinter van up in Miami. He be rapping, so he had a video shoot. This man was cheating on me on the trip. Meals cut from there on out. I will not be cooking for nobody's son no more. Period. You dead. Folding clothes, doing laundry, you dead. Get your mama to do it. I ain't doing it. Get somebody else to do it.
Now, just like I said, now she has a negative view about men. Now, all it takes is that one experience. All it takes, a woman cannot be heartbroken. When a woman is heartbroken, man, she's never the same. And it only takes one heartbreak. What do I mean? When you get a woman that does all the things that she claimed to have done for a man, when she has truly loved the man, bent over backwards for a man that she wants to be with, once her heart is broken, she can never function at a 100% with anybody else. She can function at 90%. She can try to do her best, but she's not the same, because she will always have that in the back of her mind that all men could do her wrong. That's why you have women who hide their money. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, that's why you have women who start secret checking accounts. They hide money just in case they have to get away from men. They devise exit strategies, escape plans from relationships, because they will always think that it may not work because they've been heartbroken. They are never the same. You know, if you get let's say you get a coffee mug, you put your coffee in, you drink, right? If you break that, it's in pieces. But if you glue it back together to where it can hold coffee again, It's functional, but there's scars there. You still see the places where it's been broken at. And it doesn't take much pressure to break that cup in the same areas where it's been broken at. So it doesn't take a lot of pressure for a woman to fold in a relationship. It doesn't take a lot of things for a man to do for her to begin to feel insecure, jealous, or to doubt a man because she's been heartbroken before. So that's why I keep saying, I'm going to stress it again. Bad men get women at their best, and good men get women at their worst because of these things. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to that woman for not having the right discernment, no wisdom, when they decided to get into these relationships with these men. Okay? Now let me keep going. One more thing. Hope y'all doing all right out there. It's raining like crazy over here in Houston, man. I'll tell you that right now. It's going crazy out here. I don't know how they react. Now I'm going to put Whoopi Goldberg on here. I want you to hear what she has to say. I think you might find it kind of interesting. Let's get it.
The truth of the matter is, I am fundamentally a selfish person. And I've found that because I have a wonderful kid and, and a son-in-law and 3 grandkids and 1 great-grand, that I don't have time for a whole lot of other people, so.
Now, Whoopi Goldberg is a woman who has obviously hit the wall, right? Now, the thing about Whoopi Goldberg, she's been married 3 times. And she also said in an interview before, many years ago, and you can look it up for yourself, where she says she got into a marriage not because she was in love, but because she thought it was the right thing to do for herself and her career, because everyone has told her to be married. And she said, I'm going to get married. So she wasted 3 men time. She did it to all of them. But she's selfish, like she said. She don't want to deal with anybody. So this is the problem when you have a lot of success, especially when you're a woman. When you have a lot of success, it's hard for you to have that type of emotional connection with a man because you think you don't need a man. This is why you see this situation with Oprah Winfrey, a billionaire woman. Okay, she'll keep stabbing on the side, I guess, because there's some kind of attachment. Maybe she wants some D or something, whatever it may be. But these type of women are so selfish and so self-centered and self-absorbed that there's no space for anybody else. When you think that you are well off, when you are so full of yourself, when you are so full, then there's nothing that a man can do to pour into you. You have to have a need. There got to be some room for a man to pour himself into you, to pour his provisions, to pour his character into you, to pour everything that makes him a man into you. But if you are full and your cup runneth over, so to speak, then there's absolutely no space for a man. And she's absolutely correct. She cannot be with a man. That clip was kind of low, so I'm going to go ahead and end that clip and go to another one. Hold on one second. I think y'all understand what I was saying on that. Got another clip to show you right quick. 1 second. Now, I played this on a live stream, but she made a very good point, so I'm going to play it again.
Women instead of wives. The Bible says that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And so she already needs to be a wife when you marry her. So what makes her already a wife? First of all, she should love God and love him for real, not a form of godliness, not something to impress people or to use to get back at you, throw the word of God at you. She needs to really have an.
So a woman has to have a wife mindset. See, being a wife has nothing to do with the physical appearance of a woman. That is just the initial step to make you want to get with the woman. You get what I'm saying? She has to have an attitude of submission. She has to be cooperative with a man. She has to be pleasant. She has to have humility. And she has to be able to have domestic skills. If you cannot cook, you're not wife material. If you are not able to clean or willing to clean, you are not wife material. If you can't cook and are unwilling to learn how to cook, you are not wife material. Now, if you can only cook one thing, then you cook the hell out that one thing while you are learning how to cook other things. Because if you can't cook, how can you feed your children? Things are high. Inflation is crazy. Taxes is crazy. The cost of living is crazy. The food that you buy, grocery things are extremely high. It's crazy. You're not going to be able to go out all the time and order through Uber Eats and stuff like that without putting a serious dent in your financial budget. So, woman, you're supposed to have some wisdom and some understanding about shit. You have to be able to do basic things. And the problem is a lot of you women cannot do basic things. This is why a lot of you American black women, in my most humble opinion, are not worth marrying. You're not prepared. The men are more prepared than you are because we still go out and work and all the things. Y'all just work and don't do nothing else. You don't want to keep yourselves in shape. You don't care if you get big as a house. So you don't take no responsibility for maintaining a relationship. You don't give no man no incentive to want to marry you. That's why men are trying to back up from American black women and go elsewhere. Keep going.
An authentic relationship with Christ. And then she needs to already know what it is to respect a man, to hold him up, to lift him up, to be there for him when he's right or wrong. She needs to love you for who you are. She doesn't need to try to change you like you're a hunk of clay after the fact. Sugar, you knew who he was when you met him, when you courted him, when you said yes to the proposal. So she needs to love you for who you are. She needs to love your family. She needs to love where you come from. Wow. She should be an honest woman, one who tells the truth. I don't think she should be an argumentative woman, a woman that always has to argue to get her point across. I think she should be a good problem solver. Women think different from men. No shade. We just do. So she just needs to be able, to help him through. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's not, slighting a man. It's something about a woman and the way she handles things, right? So she needs to be able to help you handle any situation. She needs to be your best friend. She needs to keep your secrets. She needs the pillow talk to stay on the pillow and not run your name. She should never, ever, even if she's angry with you, she should never show that anger to the public or run your name down or talk about.
Exactly. The problem with women today, if they are mad at you, they have no problem raising their voices at you disrespectfully in public. You could be in the grocery store. You could be anywhere in public where other people are at. And if a woman get mad now, she ain't got no problem cussing you out, talking crazy to you. And if y'all get into a breakup or if y'all temporarily separate, she'll go to Facebook and start posting things about you, talking about you indirectly to where she's talking about you. Then sometimes everybody else watching know that she must be talking about you, even though she's not mentioning your name, because they know that the situation is that y'all are separated at this time. You get what I'm saying? A woman who does that is not a mature woman. That is not wife material. A woman know how to shut her mouth. A woman will not share a man's secret. Everything that he, divulged to you in secret and privacy, that was said to you in confidence. You're not supposed to be doing that. You ain't supposed to be telling people that man business simply because you hurt. That's just what it is. So a lot of you women are not wife material. Okay? That's all I gotta say.
About you to her family and friends or publicly, because you're going to go through things. She's not ready. And the small, simple things, she should be appreciative. She should know you. And these are things that are reciprocated, because we definitely want the same things, right, out of a husband. She should know you. She should know what you like and don't like. Those conversations need to be had way before you say I do. So you won't buy me tulips when I hate them. You'll buy me flowers that I love, right? So, and that's just the small thing, right? That's just a simple thing. She should be able to be the one woman in the world that a man can depend on when everything else is failing him. That woman should be his rock. So, marry you a wife and stop marrying these women who just are not ready. Ladies.
I'm gonna tell you something, she right. A lot of these women that you men are seeing out there, they're not wise, man. They're just women. And women can be anything. You know what I mean? A wife is something different. A wife is a position and a role, man. You know what I mean? That's a position that you should take seriously at all times, gentlemen, because that woman going to reflect you. And a lot of men have been taken down by bad women that they call wives. So you got to be very careful when you vet these women. But like I say, I hope I showed you why a lot of these American black women, in my most humble opinion, are not worthy of you proposing to them, man. Real talk. Yeah. So let's go ahead. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good one now. You hear?